Finally, Wolves back on track, back to winning ways as we beat Chelsea 2-1 at Molineux Stadium. Today for Talking Wolves, we're going to be giving my thoughts on tonight's victory. And of course, if there's anything that you guys feel that I've missed out, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the subscribe button and hit that like button. So, Diogo Jota back to scoring ways. A slight change in style that we saw today from Nuno. And finally, seeing Mr. Leander Dendoncker, you know, that Belgian international that we signed in summer, you know, the World Cup semi-finalist, who got his first league appearance today. We'll be touching on that a little bit more shortly. But yeah, what a victory. You know, it's that serious. We've got the, what is this? We're back in one pack flags out. Wolves were playing, rocking all over the world in Sweet Caroline. You know, it's a big win when that happens. But yeah, what a performance. Much better intensity from Wolves today. Much more clinical, which is the key point. But yeah, starting off in the first half, you know, we went in at half-time 1-0 down. I think we were unfortunate to be 1-0 down. And it was actually a much better performance. You know, we were getting the ball, picking it up, making little passing moves. And I just said, you know, I said in the review of the Cardiff game, the preview of this game, it's going to be sod's law that we do get 3 points from this match. It was almost as if it was a free hit, though. Chelsea was a game where, to be honest, you look at it on the fixture list and think, and you sort of write it off almost. My head was thinking, you know, with us on this run, that Chelsea were going to probably get a couple of goals and win the game. But my heart, there was just something that I knew that Wolves were going to turn up today, and they did that. No Ruben Neves. I'd be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, rather, if Ruben Neves struggles to get back in that first team on Sunday against Newcastle. Obviously suspended tonight, and Wolves coming out with the win. Well, yeah, first half I think we were very good. Normally these big teams allow you quite a lot of space, and I think that suits Wolves a little bit better. But Chelsea had a really high intensity, high pressure game, which you probably would have thought Wolves would struggle with, but it suited us quite well. We're actually getting on the ball a bit quicker, moving the ball a bit quicker, which was key. And this slight style change, so starting Morgan in the middle of Jota and Jimenez. I'm glad Jota started, putting a bit of faith in Jota, who, you know, hasn't, you know, had that poor run at the start of the season. Obviously, Cavallero, Adama, Costa, all really struggling at the moment to get form. So Jota played, obviously repaid his favour and got the goal in the game as well. But yeah, Morgan in this sort of free role, almost like a false nine, shadow striker type role, and it translated in a couple of ways. Whilst we're going forward, it was a front three. Whilst we were sort of defending, he almost slotted into that midfield three, which I liked. He was sort of obviously putting a bit of pressure on the defenders. He was all over the place. Almost had a free roam, and it suited him quite well. And of course, got the assist in the end for the second goal. But yeah, Chelsea's first goal, I could sort of see them flooding that right-hand side where Doc was, really. Bennett and Doc, they were like, every time maybe Doc pushed forward a little bit, Hazard would come and press. There were like 4 Chelsea players all the time on that side against 2 Wolves defenders. And that's sort of where the goal came from. I think their runs in behind at times were very, very clever, very good. And that's how they get a lot of goals. They made that running behind, came, and I think it was Ruben Loftus-Cheek when he got the curl. Cody comes off Cody's head and goes in. We were quite unfortunate. It would have been interesting to see if Patricio could have got that, if Cody didn't get that deflection, but 1-0 down. But as I say, we actually played quite well in that first half. Some great runs by Morgan as well, picking up the ball. I think there was one run where he's sort of level with Kante, just a little chop inside, sends Kante the wrong way and keeps us going. Some great whipped in balls from Ruben Vinagre, again on another day. And Ryan Bennett, where's this long throw come from? Something that I actually like about that. It causes some serious issues for some defenders. You get the likes of Willy Bolly up there, Raul Jimenez, who's obviously got a bit of height. We've been linked with a couple of big strikers in January as well. That could work really well, but I think that works well for Wolves, because if we're having these short throws where Doherty's up or Vinagre's up the pitch and we lose the ball there, we're going to get done on the counter. So, yeah, it works for me. But yeah, going into the second half, and Wolves just played the same. There was nothing really different. Chelsea had the big chance right at the start of the half, whipped across the face of goal, and it went just wide. But the thing I like the most was how clinical we were. We took the 2 key chances that we got today, and that's what we've not been doing for the rest of the season. Jimenez goes through on goal. Just put your foot through it. He didn't do that the last couple of weeks. He did it tonight, and it paid off. We got a little bit of luck. Poor goalkeeping, in my opinion, from Kepa, who probably should have stopped it. But through his arms, too much power for him. Great strike. And for Jimenez's sake, even if it does get saved, he's got the ball out his feet, he's got a shot away, and he's won a set piece. Won a corner most probably. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. He did that. And to be fair to Chelsea, the Chelsea fans were probably some of the best that I'd seen at Molineux this season. And as soon as that Jimenez goal went in, it went silent, man. I didn't hear another peep from Chelsea. And then, again, well-worked goal. It was almost a dream for fantasy Premier League players. I know a lot of you guys have got Doherty or Jimenez in their teams if you play. Jimenez grabbed the first goal. Doherty gets the assist for the second. Great assist, by the way, from Morgan Gibbs-White for the first goal. Really patient, got that ball in. But yeah, Doherty, great ball across. And Jota finally breaking this sort of drought he's on at the moment. And really great goal. Really great. And, you know, the moment they were celebrating, sort of kissing the floor, he knew it was a big, big moment. Hopefully now that spurs him on to try and grab some more goals. Get back the Diogo Jota that we had last season. I believe he was top goal scorer last season. So hopefully we can get some more goals off him. And then we finally got to see the forgotten man, Leander Dendoncker, who we signed obviously in summer. Really struggled to break into the first team. Not made a league appearance yet. I saw, okay, the one article that I saw this week was off a Belgian paper saying that we were getting rid of him in January. Well, we can't. So if anyone's read that or seen that, ignore it, because he's on loan for a start. So he can't leave anywhere anyway, unless that we can sub-loan him. You know, this thing that suddenly appeared in the last year or so to another team. But Wolves are permanently signing him in summer anyway. So it's not like he can be sold again in summer. It would have to be January 2020. The earliest he could leave Wolves. But yeah, we finally got to see him. Such a high-rated player in Belgium, in the Belgium national team, in the Belgium World Cup squad. And he came on almost to sort of just sitting behind that the midfield line, in between the midfield and defence. And I was actually quite impressed with him when he came on. He's got a bit of height to him. He was really strong. He wanted to get into those 50-50s, which he won a lot of, and just coming out with the ball and doing well. Some great distribution. If I'm being honest, I was surprised that he came on. You know, he was on the bench, missed the score completely, Cardiff, which was a big talking point on the lead up to the match. And yeah, I was surprised he came on because I thought that Nuno wouldn't want to risk him. Say if we were 3-1 or, you know, or had a decent, comfortable lead, then I thought, yeah, fair enough. But the fact that, or if Chelsea had a big lead rather as well, I would have thought that he may have come on. Risk-free then, really, isn't it? But he brought him on in a position where we had to defend the match. A lot of pressure on him. He did fantastically. And big up to Nuno for doing that as well. I was surprised again that we saw no Adama. I thought the way that Chelsea were pressing, it was almost perfect for Adama to come on. But he opted for Cavaleiro. I think he's, no disrespect to Adama, a bit more of a clever player. Cavaleiro knew what he needed to do. But overall, such a great Wolves performance. No taking it away from Chelsea. They gave it their all. They weren't poor today. Definitely, you know, we created our own chances and did very well with that. It's not like, other than the first goal, obviously it was a Kepa mistake. They put a lot of pressure on us, and Wolves were very, very good, just better than Chelsea on the day. But Chelsea they weren't the best side that I've seen at Molineux this season, but they weren't the worst side by any means. Obviously, the top four, they were in the title race for a little while. It'll be interesting to see if they get back into it. But such a massive win for Wolves. Players just looked more hungry. Matinho wanted it more. Jimenez wanted it more. Doc and Vinagre just wanted it a bit more, didn't they? Back three was so solid again. Patricio had very, very little to do. Made a top save. I think it was for a Hazard shot in the first half as well. But Saïss as well. It was first 20, 30 minutes. I didn't even know he was on the pitch, to be honest. I didn't realise he got the ball. I was like, oh, Saïss is actually playing. But yeah, Saïss was good. Partner for Matinho. Just a bit more height in there. A bit more... you know, he had something to prove almost. And as I say, I'll be surprised if Neves just walks straight back in that team. Nuno's going to have a bit of a dilemma come, you know, Friday, Saturday night when he's going to be picking that team. But Jimenez, Jota, Morgan, I think that front three actually worked quite well. But yeah, this now, a few doubts about Nuno's future. You know, if the run of no wins went on for much longer, there would have been a bit of pressure on him. But yeah, he's delivered today. You could see that at the end of the game. Fantastic victory for Wolves. So happy with that 3 points. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I will be at the Express and Star Live podcast tomorrow night, which is the 6th of December. If you're there, come and say hello. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm sure we'll have some player ratings out, touch wood, tomorrow. But yeah, guys, until next time, enjoy the rest of your evenings, and I'll see you all very, very soon.